With Major League Baseball's playoffs less than 3 months away, here are three National League teams at the bottom of the division chasing the St. Louis Cardinals for that final wild card playoff spot. With all three of these teams at the bottom of the NL Central with 45 wins, we could be looking at 4 of the 5 NL Central teams making the playoffs this year. This is the first time the Cubs have won back-to-back series since the Seattle and Arizona set this April. This is also their 4th series win since May 12th. One of those was a 2-game set against the White Sox. In taking a look at last year's standings, the Cubs finished just 1 game out of the playoffs as the Arizona Diamondbacks would go on to the World Series. The Cincinnati Reds were 1 game behind them, and it cost manager David Ross his managing job. Craig Counsell stepped in from the Brewers, earning a $40 million salary over 5 years, and then the team would sign Shota Imanaga, and that's their lone all-star representative this year after a hot blazing start. He's cooled off a little bit. He still has a .297 earned run average. The last time the team won the World Series was 2016, and Kyle Hendricks is the only starter left from that group. Currently in his 3rd year for the Chicago Cubs, Japanese sensation Seiya Suzuki is starting to turn it up. He's now hitting .265. Last year he was 9th in the National League at a .285 average. But he's already got 12 home runs this year, and while he hasn't been elected to the All-Star game this year, he's definitely turning up the heat and looking to deliver a possible playoff performance for the Chicago Cubs fans.
That's scorched center field. Mullins back some more. It's over his head and off the wall. Bush racing towards third. Michael heading to the plate. Here's Seiya racing for third, and he's in. Throw gets away. It's a run-scoring triple for Seiya Suzuki, and it's 6-0. Have a night. 3 extra base hits, and all 3 of them produce runs.
Man, and he was flying around the base.
The Cubs are playing some of their best baseball this season, just having swept the American League East leading Baltimore Orioles. But there is a little bit of bad news as their outfielder, Cody Bellinger, that they got from the Dodgers, just suffered a non-displaced left middle finger injury, fracture to it. That's going to keep Bellinger out until a little bit after the All-Star break. Then the team's going to test his range of motion and a wait-and-see approach. He was hitting .290 in July and .323 against lefties, so it's not good for the team. But they have called up outfielder Alexander Canario from AAA Iowa. He's going to get an extended look now, and I think he's going to be a good player for them. Not all hope is lost on the north side of Chicago because on the defensive side of the field, Justin Steele is one of the game's best pitchers right now, just delivering a complete game win against the Angels on July 5th, and he followed it up with another masterful performance, a 7-inning ball against the Orioles, as the Cubs look to rout them in that series.
A pitch in the 9th inning as a starter, which is cool for him. In the air, left field. Happ is there. Out number 1. This one popped up. Bush shading his eyes.
Being carriers, everyone on the squad played like an aircraft carrier today, specifically Justin Steele, Ryan Mountcastle to Miles Mastroboni. How about M Double? He has been slick with the leather, huh?
I mean, I know you talked about it because I was listening to it. When Justin Steele threw that complete game, he said it wouldn't have happened without Miles Mastroboni and his defense.
Nico flashing a little leather right there. More from the 7th. Steely gets Hayes to lift this one to the Gold Glover Ian Happ, and Steele, his day would be over. 7 innings, 3 hits, 70 pitches. He barely broke a sweat, son.
The birthday boy.
Let's go.
The birthday.
Another of the teams at 45 wins, the Pittsburgh Pirates are looking for their first World Series victory since 1979 with Roberto Clemente. Back in 2013 was their last winning season with 94 wins, and they had Andrew McCutchen back then, and you can see him now at 37 years old. That 2013 outfield combo of Starling Marte, McCutchen, and Travis Snyder were potent. With the recent rules changes in past years, with teams allowed to have a designated hitter in the National League, the Pirates have been able to keep Andrew McCutchen at 37 years old, and now they've got a pretty good outfielder in Brian Reynolds, and you're seeing his 17th home run of the season right now. This guy has just been named to his 2nd All-Star team. Last time was 2021. He ranks 20th in the senior circuit in batting average at .277, 7th in the National League in triples with 3, and 4th overall in the National League in hits with 104. Great season so far for Brian Reynolds. But he's not the only Pirate having a good season. Let's find out who else.
By the way, I just got this word from Lee Sinisar. fabulous researcher on this show. The Pirates have just tweeted, this is real, not a joke, Paul Skeens is going to start the All-Star game on Tuesday in the National League. Breaking news, baby. That's big.
Goodness. Up. Listen, this might cause a bit of controversy here at the house, Matty V. I might be going to Texas on Tuesday. I was holding out. I said he may actually start the game. How many times are we going to get a Pirate rookie pitcher starting the game? Listen, I've loved my wife dearly, Jessica. 20 years we celebrated marriage, but I've known the Pirates a lot longer than you. We go back to 1979 in the World Series. We are family team. I might be in Texas on Tuesday. This is very exciting news.
Boy,
thank you.
Full apologies to the lovely Jessica Sherapan, because if I participated in that little deal, I just wanted to break the news to you because it just came over the wires. Not only the first rookie Pirate to start an All-Star game, how about the first rookie Pirate pitcher to ever make an All-Star game? And this game, as sexy as it is, just got sexier with this news. Paul Skeens starting on Tuesday. Man, is that...
Paul Skeens making his 11th start, a 2.12 ERA. 78 strikeouts and 59 in the third innings pitched. There we go.
Finishes him off. Here's a 1-2. And then strike 3 call with 99 right at the knees on the inner edge. Pitch number 9 coming to Adames. Strike 3 call with 100 at the knees.
And it is another strikeout. He's got 4 of them.
3-2 coming. Perkins struck out swinging. 99 blew the heat right by him. Said enough's enough.
I mean, yeah, he kept trying to throw that split on the outside corner, missing. So 3-1, 3-2. He went right down the middle, back-to-back pitches.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 call. Backdoored him. 6 strikeouts for Skeens through the first 10 batters. 3-2 again. He struck him out. Skeens strikes out the side. 7 strikeouts through 3 innings.
And there goes Adames. Quicker work of him. That's number 8. And there he goes.
Beautiful.
He's got 9. A 10-pitch inning. Nothing through 4. And he strikes out his 10th batter of the game. It is his second time in his first 11 major league starts that he has double-digit strikeouts.
He got ahead 0-2 real quick with 2 four-seam fastballs on the inner edge, and then he went to the breaking ball. Got the count even, then another one right at you, 98 miles an hour. Jake Bauers can't catch up to it.
He's got another. That's 11 strikeouts for Skeens.
I think as he continues to evolve as a pitcher, we're going to see him go outside of the zone with his stuff a little more. But
well, that's nice. Fun. A quicker inning, too. That'll allow him to go to the 7th. Scoreless through 6. And a fly ball, boys. They can get this out. 2 quick ones. And the catch made. And once again, Sawinski lays out, this time to avoid a collision.
Yes, very fortunate right there. That could have been really bad. And Adames doing us a favor here with this pitch count, going after the first pitch. Wow. And you see right at the last second, man, Jack sees Nick Gonzalez, unfortunately.
A little bouncing ball. And Paul Skeens, who knows?
Beautiful.
6-pitch inning. What a force he has been.
It's been absolutely incredible. He had his stuff working today. We saw the splinker, we saw the fastball, we saw the sliders, some backdoor curveballs. Everything was firing for Paul Skeens. Just the 2 blemishes of the hit batter and the walk early on in the second inning, but he was in complete and total control of this ball game. Really not even a hard hit ball the whole ball game. That was fun to watch.
It's hard to believe the guy's only 22 years old and a rookie, as the comparisons to Nolan Ryan and Randy Johnson and the game's greatest pitchers of all time are already coming in. At 6'6", 235 pounds, and wearing a size 15 shoe, the guy's going to be an intimidating presence on that mound for opponents for a long time. As Nolan Ryan and Randy Johnson did play for multiple teams in their career, let's hope the Pirates lock up Paul Skeens in the Pirate uniform for a long time.
Today's a special day. I mean, we start talking about going to the All-Star game and it being really important. I feel very strongly that we have multiple people that should be going that are not going, and that's unfortunate. But on the flip side of that, we are going to celebrate the people that are going, because it's really important. I was fortunate enough, and Kutch, honored me last year, and it was very important to me. Tony Leo, we honored, who is going this year. This is a special game. This is a special thing to be part of. So the first person we have going is going for the second time. and he should get a bottle of bourbon, but I'll give him a bottle of champagne, Brian Reynolds.
Good start so far. Just keep grinding. We'll, get to where we want to get to.
And for his first time, Paul Skeens.
This is cool. And I'm just grateful for all you guys. Since the first day I've been here, I've been a part of the team. So couldn't have done it without you guys.
Remember how the Reds finished just 2 games out of the playoffs last year? Well, it says 7.3% playoff odds. And that's according to Fangraphs.com, but I think the Reds have a much better chance than that. As a player, Cincinnati native David Bell hit .282 across 7 playoff series, and he's hoping to take the team to another one here in 2024.
He's taken 43. He hasn't had many chances on the homestand. He had entered 1 for 10 through that series against Detroit. Second most steals allowed by any pitcher. Only 4 men caught with those 18 allowed, and he goes soft strike to Candelario.
You can see Feltner is just not very fast to the plate. You don't steal on the catcher. It's all about the pitcher.
Diaz sets up away. Elias Diaz in pop time is just outside of the top 10. It's 190 for him to get the ball down to second. He's even better going to third. He's just outside the top 5 in pop time to third base. But Feltner is so deliberate. And he picked it up there. De La Cruz off. Do not take your eyes off that man. Post pitch, he claims second base.
He just continually looks for ways to steal a base. Watch this right here. He set this up. They've talked about the fact that Feltner, when he catches the ball, he doesn't get prepared to throw the ball. So Ellie just sets it up. That's Ellie De La Cruz, but that's Colin Cowgill as well.
Half-hearted swing by Candelario. Candelario hits in 4 straight 5 of 6, but he is 5 for his last 36, 4 singles. And he is seeing seemingly fewer and fewer fastballs. So De La Cruz now matching the mark of Billy Hamilton for the most steals by a Red before the break, going back to 1933.
And I can tell you that is very taxing. The fact that he's out there playing shortstop every day as well.
There he goes, taking off for third, swing and miss, trouble on the transfer. He claims third base. It's a new Reds record for swipes before the break, and that's 15 times he has taken third.
Left-handed hitter, guy that's really fast throwing the ball to third base. But the speed of Ellie De La Cruz makes you rush. You can see as Diaz does not make the transfer very easily. Trouble getting it out of his glove.
He's trying to prove to the Reds that he can hit better than Billy Hamilton of last decade. But it isn't even the steals, it's the stellar defense at shortstop, which is a very demanding position where he's on track to win a Gold Glove this year. Last offseason, he worked with Juan Soto to tweak his swing a little bit, and while the success isn't quite there in terms of hitting, if he can just get that part of his game down, he's going to be one of the game's greatest players we've ever seen, which is another generational talent, much like Paul Skeens at the Pirates.
De La Cruz passes to right center. Is he for real? He's going to go 3. Easily has a triple.
Folks, you better come down to the ballpark. You better come down here at Cincinnati and watch this young man play. Look at him pick them up and put them down. Those long strides. I'm telling you, Matty McClain, oh my goodness, these two young kids.
De La Cruz goes. Pitch called a strike, throw down on a skip late. Another steal for Elly De La Cruz. That's his 14th swipe, caught just twice in the show.
Well, Contreras did not even have time to get up to set his feet. He had to throw it from his knees. You've got to do something special on the mound to give your catcher an opportunity to throw out a guy like De La Cruz.
He takes off again. Pitch down and in. Fade throw. There's no chance. Two steals.
De La Cruz had already looked a couple of times at Brian Anderson, knowing that if he got a jump.
He's going home. The throw. He stole home. The most thrilling man in baseball stole second, third, and home.
Figueroa turned his back on the plate, and as he did, De La Cruz took one little crow hop towards the plate, and then he let it rip.
Joey Votto is leading the Reds fans in an Elly chant. This is unbelievable. He nearly took home against the Braves. That's one of his 2 caught stealings. He just stole home plate.
Well, I think he has great confidence. He knows he has the speed. But the other part of it is he continually looks for the advantage, the window, the opportunity to advance to the next base, whether that be second, third, or in this instance, stealing home.
Not just Elly De La Cruz that's having fun with the Reds, it's also Rhys Hines. He's a newly promoted player from the Louisville Bats in their AAA farm system, and since he's been called up over a week ago, he has bashed home runs, extra base hits, and he's having a lot of fun doing it.
Rhys Hines swings the first pitch and smokes one off the wall just to the right of dead center, and he will go diving into second base with a leadoff double. Rhys Hines' second at bat of the night is a 2-base hit, already his 3rd extra base hit in just a second game, and that's his second double.
That ball was killed.
Opposite way. Wild Stallions. Stevenson around third. He scores. Hines going for 3. What an arrival on the biggest stage in baseball. His follow-up to a double bomb day is double, triple. It's a 3-run edge for the Reds.
One word. Excellent.
Oh, my goodness! Destroyed! That went beyond the K signs in the upper deck. Rhys Hines makes baseball history. The first man ever to launch 5 extra base hits in his first 2 games. And there is no doubt.
Wow.
He's a single shy of a cycle. It's his second game.
With Hunter Green finally set to appear in his first National League All-Star game, and Nick Lodolo on the way as well, having great outings for the Reds, the future seems bright for Cincinnati, and I think that finally this team might overcome the hurdle and make its first playoff appearance in 2024.